Last year at the start of October, I made the snap decision that I wanted to go to Greece and Italy. I've been overseas a couple of times. I've been to India and done Europe and New Zealand with my family, but this was going to be my first solo adventure overseas. I was very enthusiastic, but naturally a bit nervous at times. I had this tiny little gap in between the university semester, and I decided to take it, maybe for the sake of my mental health, or maybe I've just been watching too much Anthony Bourdain reruns.
Wow, we're going so fast. Over there.
All up, I ended up spending about 5 days in Athens, which you'll see in this. Then I moved over to Santorini, the Lovers Island, and did that by myself, sadly. And then headed over to Italy to go from tail to top with about a week to spare. And I flew out of Milan at the end. Flight got delayed since we got stuck in Sydney. And 5 hours in the Douai airport now. We're over to A.
I have a super caramel cappuccino that's tiding me through. Met this guy from Bangladesh called Nil. Got his number. They were sending pictures of me and him to his dad to say like, look, I've made friends already, having a great time.
Gentlemen, welcome to Alexandria's International Airport. With the local time is 8:50 p.m. It's outside temperature is 24 degrees.
Definitely this one, mate. You're right.
So I flew into Athens, got there about 10 p.m. I think it would be, made my way through the train system. So I might actually do it without maps. They were very easy to get around, which was nice. But I got to my apartment through these dark little back alleys, kind of suspicious, but also pretty fun to be in a nice new place. And made it to my apartment by about 11 p.m. I fell asleep immediately. So compact. I woke up in the morning without feeling too much jet lag and immediately went out to the balcony to see where I was, what I had done. I had some instant coffee at the hotel, which was nice. So here's my balcony. We've got miles of these kinds of housing. And then right up there, and right there would be the Acropolis. So I'm just a bit shy of a beautiful view. I thought, hey, let's go see what the Greek quadrant of society is doing, and immediately left and just started walking.
Lemon. Con lemon. Con make a lemon.
You keep running into these little archaeological sites. Like, you can't throw a stone without hitting a stone that's more ancient and more culturally significant than the last. It's really just... we don't have that in Australia here. If you take into account the indigenous cultures that go back like 60,000 years, yes. But growing up in Adelaide, we've got like, I think, our town was... South Australia was proclaimed in like 1860, our first pub was built the year after, and then our town hall was built in 1866. Like, history there doesn't go back past 200 years. So seeing the Acropolis in all its glory, which dates back to like 600 BC, it's seen the Byzantines, it's seen the Holy Roman Empire, it's seen so many people conquered, and now it sits there destroyed. It's just this crazy symbol of history that it's on a scale that I don't see.
Those are just Lego bricks. We've got hundreds and thousands of these rocks that are going into the restoration process, and you can literally see them up on the top there working on it. It's all numbered apparently. And there's still one skimming on the lake.
On the way back home, I just kept ducking and weaving through these little back streets, and I smelt fish and meat very pungently coming through one of the little alleyways, and eventually found myself in this fish market. It reminded me of the Bleu from One Piece, this like legendary ocean that brings together all the fish of the world, because there were so many species and things that I just had never seen before in my life. So many types of fish, so many octopus, squid, everything. You could get it all there. And that beats the hell out of getting whiting over here.
Squid.
Funny.
One of the main things I found myself doing on this trip was just walking around, because all of these cities were so beautiful and different from anything I'd ever seen before. And that sense of just being able to do whatever you want and taste great food and take pretty pictures is a very nice thing to do. But yeah, getting around, you get to see just how people live their daily lives, what goes on, how society functions over there, and that's very fun as a photographer to take pictures of something new that you have never seen. And coming into these places with fresh eyes, I think, is always more interesting than being in a place that you've been for a long time, because you can actually, I don't know, it helps you break out of patterns that you might have. It's a nice experience. Thank you for tuning into this. I've been Josh. I'll have more coming up when I get the chance. I've got exams on pretty soon, so we'll see when that is. And yeah, subscribe. It helps.